ahead. Good evening and welcome to ABS Evening News. My name is Chinyere Ikoreke. The governor of Anambra State, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, has felicitated the Bishop of Aguleri Diocese, Most Reverend Dennis Isuzo, as he marks his 68th birthday. A release signed by the press secretary to the governor, Mr. Christian Aburime, said that the governor expressed delight as he felicitates Most Reverend Isuzo on the occasion of his birthday, adding that over the years, the celebrant has demonstrated uncommon dedication to the work of God, and his numerous contributions to the growth and development of the society cannot be overemphasized. It added that on behalf of the government and the people of Anambra State, the governor wished the bishop good health, long life, and more fruitful years in the service of God and humanity. On a sad note, the Anambra State Governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, has received with shock and grief the news of the death of Right Honorable Anayo Nebe, a former Speaker of the Anambra State House of Assembly and currently a Special Advisor on Legislative and State Assembly matters to the Governor, who passed away after a brief illness. The release says, or signed by the Press Secretary to the Governor, Mr. Christian Aburime, Right Honorable Nebe was a distinguished son of Anambra State, a patriotic Nigerian, who served the state with honor, integrity, and excellence. The release describes him as a visionary leader, a brilliant legislator, and a passionate advocate for the welfare and development of his people and Anambra State. It added that he was a man of peace, wisdom, and compassion, noting that the government in Awka to celebrate this year's International Day of Education explained that emerging realities like technological advancements have shown that investments in the learning process should be increased to adapt to global changes. We have details.
To Mrs. Soludo, education is one of the solutions to increasing global poverty, socio-economic turmoil, moral depletion, violence, and political crises, pointing out that a lot still needs to be done to make learning affordable, accessible, and qualitative. The Anambra First Lady noted that investment in education has to be consistent, strategic, and planned, while governments should understand that such moves are imperative towards raising a resourceful population and accelerated development. The governor's wife stated that the present administration in Anambra State understands the importance of adequate investment in education to the economic and human resource growth of any society. Hence, deliberate policies have been initiated to strengthen the state's education sector. She noted that the recruitment of teachers to end the era of classrooms without teachers, restructuring of the education module of the state, enhancements and payment of teachers' salary, and prompt payment of teachers' pensions and gratuities, remodeling of schools and other interventions position Governor Soludo as a leader who believes strongly in education. Mrs. Soludo, whose parents were renowned teachers, also used the occasion to celebrate all the hardworking teachers in Anambra State who are making great sacrifices to put the state's education on the global map. She reassured them that the current administration will always support them with professional opportunities and give them a work-friendly environment to their best.
Anambra State House of Assembly has passed a resolution urging Governor Chukwuma Soludo to direct all ministries, departments and agencies to pay special attention to those living with disability who are qualified for employment during recruitment. The resolution was sequel to a motion presented to that effect by the member representing Nnewi North constituency, Mr. Augustine Ike, during plenary in Awka. House of Assembly correspondent Chukwemeka Modelim was there, and his report is taken from our studio.
In the motion, Mr. Ike noted that the Ministries of Health and Education are currently concluding a transparent exercise to recruit more Indian Anambra into education as teachers and health workers, respectively. The legislator expressed worry that the physically challenged and those with albinism who have worked hard to acquire education may not have a voice to protect their interests given the current realities on ground. He maintained that the consideration of the physically challenged and those living living with albinism for employment will restore confidence of those living with disability in the government of Anambra State and urged citizens to give them equal opportunities to reduce poverty. On his part, the member representing Anambra West constituency, Mr. Patrick Udoba, also stressed the need for special attention to be given to those with disabilities who are qualified and competent in the recruitment exercise. Speaker of the House, Right Honorable Somto Chukwu Udeze, described the motion as apt and read out the resolution of the House, while the lawmakers supported it through a voice note. Also at plenary, the House passed a bill for a law to establish private college of nursing sciences and midwifery in Anambra State. Also at plenary, the House passed a bill for a law to establish private college of nursing sciences and midwifery in Anambra State, presented by the majority leader and member representing Ekusigo constituency, Mr. Ikenna of Fodeheme.
Universal Basic Education Commission, UBEC, in collaboration with Anambra State Universal Basic Education Board, ASUBEB, have conducted the financial bid opening for UBE FGN 2019, 2020 and 2021 Intervention Fund projects. Held at the Utility Hall of ASUBEB in Awka, the event drew participants from various sectors, including service providers, government officials, civil society organizations, and anti-graft agencies. Correspondent Emmanuel Chibata reports.
UBEC matching grants projects for junior, secondary and primary schools in the state marked the second crucial step in awarding contracts following last year's open and technical bid. Declaring the event open, the ASUBEB chairman, Associate Professor Vera Nwadinudi, emphasized that winning the financial bid is necessary for contractors to secure projects, stating that their proposals must align with cost and financial considerations. Associate Professor Nwadinudi pledged a fair and transparent exercise, emphasizing adherence to solicitation requirements and proposal contract terms. She acknowledged Governor Chukwuma Soludo's commitment to due process, neutrality, and strict adherence to the Public Procurement Act, stressing that she would not tolerate project abandonment by the contractors.
To ensure that we meet these very important requirements of the law, we shall be fair, just, accountable, and transparent.
On his part, the Director of Planning, Research and Statistics Department at ASUBEB, Dr. Uchenna Ezani, highlighted the financial bid as the pinnacle of the entire process, expressing gratitude to Governor Soludo for approving and paying counterpart funding, which facilitated collaboration with UBEC. He said the intervention will address neglect in basic education and benefit the state schools' children.
He has given a very good leave of a leave to the children of our state who are in basic institutions, because most of our schools have been neglected for the past 4 to 5 years, if not more, since 2019.
The Anambra State Commissioner, Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, Mr. Amefula Abu, stressed the importance of transparency throughout the selection process. Some of the contractors, including Mr. Hilary Okafo of GeoGrow Company and Mr. Shade Mpogalanya of Great Triple CGC Services, who advanced to the second stage assured of quality service delivery if selected. Emmanuel Chibata for ABS News.
On national matters, the Ministry of Work says it is engaging with concessionaries and other private sector organizations to secure investments in the construction of 35 kilometers of federal roads network across the country. The ministry also said it is involving state governors and private sector leaders in the initiative to explore private sector funding options for the deteriorating road network in the country. This development informed a closed-door meeting by the Minister of Works, David Umai, with the Governor of Taraba State, Dr. Abu Kafas, and the founder Dangote Group, Alinko Dangote, and former minority leader, House of Representatives, Ndudi Elumelu in Abuja. The minister recently set up 3 committees to work in the contract executed by some concessionaries to review the scope and cost implication of the project under the Highway Development and Management Initiative. Speaking after the meeting, Umai said the purpose was to enhance enhance relationships and explore alternative funding methods for the construction, reconstruction, and rehabilitation of numerous federal roads across the country through public-private partnerships. It was a display of unique culture of Orum community in Awka North Council area during the Izu Afia Ozo by the Ozo Damian Iluemena and other Ozo Orum title holders as family and well-wishers joined Ozo Iluemena at the Umu Ife village to celebrate the event. Correspondent Kenneth Kuchukwu tells us more.
They revere titles in most Igbo communities taken by those who have achieved success and are worthy of character. Ozo Iluemena was initiated into the title in December 2023, and to complete the rites, the Izuofia Ozo was to showcase the title holders to the community. The event, which started with Ozo Iluemena dancing from his compound down to the village square together with his wife, family and well-wishers, as they were acknowledged by those present, and later moved to the market square, from where they also danced down to the event venue together with others recently initiated into the Ozo Society and other titled men of the community. Speaking at the event, Ozo Iluemena, with the title name Ozo Ezekwesili, explained that as an Ozo title holder, he is expected to always uphold the truth, sue for peace, and bring growth and development to his community in positive ways, noting that the process of taking the title is long, as one must fulfill all rights before being initiated. His wife, Mrs. Adugo Iluemena, while expressing her happiness, thanked God for his faithfulness in seeing them through the processes of the Ozo title, promising to always stand by the truth and be loyal to her husband. The traditional ruler of Urum, Igwe Bennett Mweke, noted that taking the coveted title is a unique culture of Urum, which those initiated must always stand by the truth, advising all to make concerted efforts towards the progress of Urum. Also speaking, Ozo Ebenezer Nwakeze, the chairman of Ozo Urum, revealed that the title is for Urum indigenes, adding that character and sources of wealth of those to be initiated must be known before taking the title, which starts with Amawu, Ibuichi, Emeku, and host of other processes, with the last being Izuofia Ozo, as he wished Ozo Iluemena well. A former council chairman of Awka North, Chief Ndubisi Anakwo, and Mr. Michael Orebunam, while wishing Ozo Iluemena well, noted that Ozo title helps in maintaining peace and ensuring growth in community. The event climaxed when Ozo Iluemena and others danced a wood at the event and back to the house to continue with merriment.
At least 5 people were killed when a strike hit a mosque in the southern Gaza city of Rafah. The dead and the injured were taken to nearby Abu Yusuf al-Hajjah hospital. Footage captured by reporters showed the extent of the destruction, with the building partially demolished or completely flattened. Other videos show the chaotic aftermath in the hospital. Among those present with Mohammed Lafi, who survived the mosque strike. Israeli fire has killed more than 25,700 Palestinians in Gaza, according to the Hamas-run health ministry, and 63,740 wounded in Israeli attacks on Gaza since 7th October. Fierce battles are cheering through the Gaza Strip's second largest city, Khan Yunis, where for southwest team and Kaduna for northwest and northeast teams. The Youth League will serve as a growth center to develop the next generation of MPFL players as some get older and others move abroad for greener pastures.